Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, King of Honor. Thank you, Ancients of the Days. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. So it's really been a major tough time.
yeah.
You know, to actually get to this place is a major, you know. And I wouldn't lie to you. I'm not the kind of people that actually sugarcoat for people to make you feel good and tell you it's sweet. It's not sweet, I won't lie to you. It's not. And for the people that I work with, another problem that I actually had in the beginning before I had a better understanding about it was, okay, let me say it the way I would say it to people. It pays for you to be in clique with God than being in clique or any cabal with so-called mighty and high. Because you know what? Those that have the key to your growth, don't worry, don't forget that they have the key to tune you down back. But you see, God, once you are tuned to that God's key, nobody on this earth can never bring you down.
Jesus.
When there's a shutdown, have it in your mind that that shutdown is God, is divine. Once you are attached to man, know that you are shut down your own. I was speaking to a friend of mine this morning.
Jesus.
I was talking about people and how they deal with rich people, how they deal with pastors. And I was talking about married people as well. I'm sorry, soon I'm growing. I'm thinking when I begin to get little white hair, I want to have NGO and speak to women and all that.
Yeah.
Your pastor, you want to serve your pastor says, I want to eat jollof rice this afternoon. And you rush down. You go bring that dish, bring that plate from that place you've eaten in a long time, wash it, clean it, and bring it for your pastor to eat. I have a friend as a pastor. I've heard him say this before, and I second to it. He said, woe unto you. You that you want to serve your husband, you don't even kneel down. You go look for one plate, you use your clothes to clean it, give him the food, and you want to serve a pastor. Please, it's high time people begin to realize that you need to know, you have to identify between serving God and serving a master. I told him this morning, I said, the reason why I am blessed, I'm sorry, I always say this to people. People are like, what do you have? Yes, I am blessed. Because as big, as massive as this corona or whatever is, I don't know what's happening. I didn't know. I didn't even feel it. I didn't even know. I was telling someone that I've been living an isolated life. You know, so it doesn't show, it doesn't tell.
Yeah.
So if you get close to God, you make God that source. You can never ever be broke. You can never ever be down. You know, so for those ones who would now serve, you can never get that blessing because you are looking up to man. A man you've been serving for 20 years and you cannot feed your family. Do a U-turn. Serve God. Serve God. You serve God, you'll feel your family will be full. You'll be fine.
Wow.
I understand the kind of country we live. I understand black people wanting to be dominatory, want to dominate people. You know, I understand where we're coming from. But trust me, it's high time people grow up and stop serving men. Get your stuff with God. Serve God. See, let me tell you, some people, like where I come from, say, but if I don't go, pastor will be upset too. Have you ever said it that if I don't go, God will be upset? You don't know that when God gets upset, it's worse. Your pastor is just a mortal man. And don't forget that this God, he can use a madman. He can speak through my son. He can speak through anybody. He speaks in an unexpected way. You know? So guys need to understand that you need to be close to God. God is everything.
Mm.
Don't worry about man. See, I always tell my wife says something. He says, see, you are hating somebody. You are praying against that person. The more you are praying, the person is going faster. Don't you wasting your time.
Mm.
You're fighting me. I'm going faster. I'm making more money. What's, you know, you need to get close to what is it doing. In your mind, it's doing jazz. But the truth is this is God. Because my source is God. And before I forget to tell you, I never had an official teaching for music. I never had an official teaching to play any instrument. I play 5 major instruments. Nobody.
Wow.
I fix my PC. I do all this myself. I never had an official teacher. If I lie today, let anybody type it there and look at my face. Nobody has ever come out in life and ever had a word and said, part of the people I groomed was Ksolo. I never had any teacher.
Wow.
So, you know, when you want to fight with me, think about it, bro.
Mm.
Think about it. A lot of people
Wow.
look at me like this, like, now for you will just roll with everybody anyhow. I'm like, please, you guys see me as who you are to see me, but you know me, I am me, and I want to experience whatever that person is experiencing so that I can learn more. I don't want to be seen as a celebrity. So I try as much as possible to kill more of that in me and love more of the real me, which is me that God has put on ground. Lest I forget, don't forget what I said before now. If you decide in your life, you say you belong to a cabal of I am mighty, that this people belong to this clique, they will take you to the top. You are wasting your time. Your life will just be like a flash, a camera flash. You know when it flashes, bam, the whole world sees it. And you are very highs, it goes down again.
Yeah.
Once you click to God, you are just there.
Jesus.
This one calls and says this legend. That's what is the legend about? It's God. It's God has kept the name moving. It's not been me. I've not been doing anything. So click onto that. I see one time some people will say, bro, let's go. There's a club. You know, there's some people, set of people that come there. I say, who are those people? I ask them, who are those people? And they mention it. I say, I don't want to determine what happens in your career. I don't want to determine what happens in your life. I saw one of the stuff you were watching. No, it was Sam Opozo. I saw Sammy. Sammy was online, and some people were asking that, do you need to go to a big church to actually have to be a star in the gospel kingdom? And some people were seconding it. Yes. I'm like, who told you? Tell me the big church Mercy Chinwo went now. Did she go to your Lagos big churches?
No.
There are some pastors that are made to give birth to stars. They have the power. They have the unction to do that. There are some you serve under them 28 years. You just be there. You will overknow the word, and you still rot in the word. And there are some you just get there in few minutes. You are out there. So it has nothing to do with your church, or where you standing, or where you click onto, or where you believe in. It has nothing to do with your church. You're a musician. You do your song. Get your song on the right plug. If it's meant to be heard, it will be heard. I saw my church. There was a particular time we had a conference, and we had a music concert. Mercy Chinwo performed, and there was a lady. Her name is Judy K. Judy K sang, and people were looking at Judy K like this. Hey, bro, should I give you the breaking news? Judy K is the number 1 on my pastor's playlist right now. Judy K he made me love Judy K. I listen to Judy K. I'm like, wow.
I know her. I know her.
Sing. Sir, this girl can sing. You know? So, what am I trying to say in essence is this? It pays to stand your ground. It pays to get close to God and all to God alone. You've been trying it on your own now. You just try God alone and see him. See, I always say something to people. I said this to my wife. I said, if somebody is going somewhere and I say that, and they're going to one person to one ambassador to call your name, I said, you are free to go. You are free to go. I said, I only say one thing. Only if I go somewhere to go and call your name, then all you are going to call will happen to me. But if I don't do it, this God that I
Wow.
serve will do a send back to you.
Wow. Wow.
I'm not a Christian. I always tell people, I'm not a believer. But you know what? I know God to the fullest. I read the Bible to the fullest. You know what? I don't know. You don't need to. A lot of people see. I tell people at the long run, it's not the church you attend. It's not the pastor who pastors you. It is your relationship with God finally that matters.
Mm.
You must grow to know God in His fullness. There's so many reverends, there's so many archbishops, there's so many apostles, there's so many popes and all that. But you see, God is one. He's God all by Himself. He does not have all these AKAs. So if you know Him and know Him in the fullness,
Mm.
the sky is the beginning.
Mm.
So God has been me all the way. But one major thing that you need to realize again is this. Anybody in Yoruba, we will have talked this in Yoruba, but let me give it a minute in English. You know, you see glory and problems, they move like this.
Mm. Come on, dwell on that. Dwell on that.
I always say, and I've heard before, like the thief does not come into a house to rob that has nothing to steal. It's only a house that is full that they come into to steal. So once you identify you have that, so many obstacles will be running. But trust me, you always overcome them. You will always overcome them. Once you have to believe in you, you know, I was telling my wife recently, I said, I'm worried about something. And tell me what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that there's so many things to worry, but I don't worry about them. So many things to worry about. Like, Corona is enough to worry about. A lot of friends want to come and say hello to me. People want to come and greet me. But I'm always afraid, like, if these people come, do you know anybody that, you know, she wants to clean, like, let me clean this office, let me do this, you know. You know? And I don't worry. I'm like, this thing is something we should worry about, and you're not worrying about it. I don't worry. I don't know why I don't worry.
Wow.
Like I'm expecting something somewhere or coming, and I just don't worry.
Wow.
You know, so the way to where I've gotten to has not been smooth. There's been so much oppositions. And the first opposition that actually spring me up was one from my dad. Yeah. My dad did not believe in me. And when your blood does not believe in you, it's enough to break you down. So my brother, anybody listening to me, you feel you want to take a decision in your life and feel like you need an approval from somebody. You don't need anybody's approval to move. See, it's better for you to fail and learn. It'll help you go more better. It's when you climb somewhere and you fall, you can try it again. It's when you can try it again. I tell you, everybody I've worked with in my life, I have never had a personal relationship with them, like going to meet them, like, bro, I'm a producer, please can you work with me? No. God does a connect every day of my life. I receive calls every day of my life. You know? I'm not working, no. I'm not number one in Nigeria right now. You know? I'm not actively number one. When I was active, number one is past. You know? Which is what I need people to begin to understand. People need to learn to rest. Need to realize that being on number one stardom, that number one, is not supposed to be a birthright thing. It comes, goes, comes, it goes. When you're done, somebody will come. When you come. Learn to always accept defeat. You see, when you accept defeat, it gives you an opportunity to renew yourself. And at times, like I said in the first one I started, if you are done at a particular position, don't overforce yourself there. You'll be forced out. You'll be forced out. You know, so I'm saying so many things. So I'm sure a lot of things going around, and you want to pick one, another one is coming. You know, so it's been like that. It's been like that, and a lot of oppositions. I wouldn't lie to you. So many. And that process is a process that I need people to really look into. When you want to start something, you will see oppositions. And when you are seeing opposition, it does not still mean that what you want to do is the real thing or is right. have a conviction
Wow.
that you want to do this. Yes, bro. You see, thief, they get opposition. Police, they get opposition. Thief comes to steal, destroy, kill. Police comes to save, protect, and all. They both have oppositions now. Police is doing good. Thief is doing harm. The two of them have oppositions. So it doesn't mean because you are doing what something makes you feel like what you are doing is right. That's why you are seeing opposition. You must still know if you might be doing totally wrong stuff.
This is so deep.
So if you come to me, you say you're a gospel artist, you must identify yourself. You might not even meant to be a gospel artist.
Like Mercy before was doing other songs until she switched.
And once she switched, it became big.
Very big.
That means that's where she was supposed to be. I know some people that have been singing gospel music for a long time. They never made a dime. Bro, do you know what they do now? And this person is making serious money. He does ordinary adverts. His voice is popular among many of these adverts you hear on TV.
Wow.
As I speak to you, he owned his own house. And when he was singing in the church, he had bands, carrying band all around. It was so good that when they pay him like 500,000 naira for a show, he shares almost everything for the band just to make them committed. And he's broke. The day he made that switch, that was a change. That means that's the first part now where I'm starting for, which all I've been saying has been stories. Now, one, identify where you are supposed to be.
Babake, I want you to dwell more about switch. You know, I read a book called The Rich Dad and the Poor Dad. It talks about the importance of, okay. It talks about the importance of, learn how to switch things. Like people like, oh, I'm an associate pastor in my church, but I'm doing this now. I can tell you that if I am the pulpit, if it was the pulpit thing, you will not know me. You will not know me. Like I shared with you before, like it was in the prison and this one enacted. Like I would like to meet with people who have been there. Bring them and let them share with me like they do with Teddy Babyface. Let them share with my people here to tell them, because a lot of youth are missing it. They are in the place where they ought not to be. A lot of people came to abroad. They are even regretting. People are relocating back home and saying, I'm not supposed to be here. So people are, and some are afraid to make that switch. I want to dwell on that.
Now, there's some people that I want to use it as an example so that it can be fresh. Analog and digital. Let's use that as our reference. The analog, the people they see themselves as the past, and the people that are actually digital, which are now. You must always learn to switch. And for example, I was saying something to people, like somebody a few days ago. I said there used to be a time that you see people wake up in the morning and on Sunday morning, and they drive the family, they wear good clothes, they are going. You can say that this person, this bro is a Christian or is going to church. Now, can you say anybody's a Christian now? Do you know who's going to church again? Everybody's seated at home. As much as many churches are actually switching online fully, some people do not know that some churches are online. And some churches are not even online. For example, MFM. It took a long time for MFM to come online. And that's a big ministry. You know, switch is a problem that has disturbed a lot of churches. And should that make you laugh again? I still know some churches in Nigeria that right now we are streaming. We are talking. Okay, we're having an interview now. It's like a live stream.
Yes, sir.
We just have like 12, 15 people live watching, going up and coming back. You know. I know some people, some church that sub and fund the view. You have real 20 people watching, but in the numbers you see like 5K watching.
Wow.
I don't want to go into some things. You know, I don't want to go into some things. So many things is happening. So don't be limited by what you're saying.
Do you know what you just said? Now, God, there's a lot of people are discouraged. I'm having 5 persons. I'm having 10 persons.
They are watching. It's more than the numbers you're saying.
Sure. Sure.
Instagram work with luxury dreams, and don't forget, Instagram wants you to pay, wants you to buy their products and all that. So they will keep limiting you to some stuff. They won't let you get to that point. Before we have like 10 hours of Instagram. Now this now it's just 1 hour. I'm sure when you get to the time, probably they'll say some people to switch to premium. Okay, like a few people that are verified can have that facility, you know. But what I'm trying to say in essence is a switch is a major thing you should have in your head. That is the first thing I said. Identify if you are meant to be somewhere or you are not meant to be in there. Don't go there because I am doing it. A lot of people are doing this because I am doing it. A lot of people want to be a pastor now because they see, like, that guy, it was my friend in Lagos before. He's a pastor now. You know, it's not the word. I can preach the word. Yes, it's fine. We should all be the preacher of the gospel of Jesus in any way we find ourselves. But don't come out and say you're a pastor. Because he is a pastor, then you want to be a pastor. You must know where you fit in.
Like so I don't tell everybody.
When you're in a point and you're not working there, leave, move. Me, bro, I have a problem with Switch. The problem I have with Switch is this. It's like it seems like, do you know this is going to happen to you? Do you know this is going to happen? Are you planned for this? It's not because I'm planned. I work with the Switch and I carry the Switch from my pocket up and down. So when this is not happening, I switch. It's the same thing with music. It's the same thing. Know what you're actually supposed to do. There's a friend of mine here, is a record label owner. He has carried his ad-end money. His name is Raj Demo. He has carried his ad-end money, invested in a lot of artists. Today, where's the artist? Where's the label? But you see those that now you have switched to a different style of music or what they call the brand. Is making money. Switch should be a regular thing. You don't die at the spot. When it's not working for you, know this is not where you're supposed to be. That's why I said you must identify if you're meant to be there. So if you have difficulties in actually rising, it doesn't mean at times that you're not called to be there. It's just the battle you need to fight. You need to win that battle. See, to get to that point. See, I always say to people, the easiest business to do in the world is to be a billionaire and millionaire. But you see, to get fame, for you to be known, you will fight with Lucifer, you will fight with his entourage. For you to be known, it's hard work. Let me give an example. I go to a bar where everybody's like a bar where you can eat, you know, take away, and they have a live band playing. And I walk in with few people, and they're like, that's Ksolo. And they go to the band start hailing me. Hey, Ksolo is in the building, hailing me. You know? And there's one big man there that came in with escorts, in convoy, with ladies in the stable, declaring I'm buying. You know what he does? He calls somebody. Hey, is there somebody changing money there? Give me 2 bundles. Go and give that guy singing. Bro, he will sing his praises again in 2 minutes. In the next 3 minutes, he has switched back to me. He like, what's wrong with this guy? He sends money back. See, that's why I mean, that's like I said that. What's he looking for? Is that fame. Money cannot buy it. Only God shares this to the few.
Share this to the few.
So if you're an artist, you are stressing yourself, recording. If you are not called to, if it's not supposed to be your thing, bounce out. Pull out. Because I asked somebody, how can you see as big as Nigeria is? How many millions of people we have in Nigeria? And it's single-handedly picked out top 10. And it put me in one of the 10 biggest producers in Nigeria. Is it my doing? It means this is what you are. He can be the only one that can make this happen. No man, no plug, no cartel can ever make this happen to you. Only God. So, I'm not scaring anybody.
Sure.
But You must identify where you should belong to. For example, sir, I'm talking to you right now.
Yeah.
You're an associate pastor. You get on the
Yes.
spirit, you know, you're on this platform. Corona brought you here.
Sure.
But
Sure.
you know, you thought it's Corona that brought you here. But God brought you here.
Mm.
In a twinkle of an eye, it becomes a big platform.
See, sir, talking to you alone, like if you look at like you said, I've been aspiring, I've been wanting to do this thing, but activities and all that. But during this lockdown, I said, what am I doing? And what am I doing? Like, okay, let me just, sir, I can tell you something. Can I tell you something? I'm shocked talking to you. Most people, like, they don't know who I'm talking. I am shocked talking with you. If you look at my page, the people who have graced this place, like, I am shocked. I am shocked to see the people, like, they will just, like you did to me. Like, they're just like, okay, don't worry. I'm not giving you anything. Let me say, I'm not giving you any, not have I sent any money. Like, the other day, Eben said, okay, don't worry, I will be here. Eben,
And let me tell you the truth. You know, let me tell you the truth. People who actually are God-given, they share this thing like this. This is how they come in. Someone like Eben is someone that I've known when it started. You get what I'm saying? So it's a grace that grew, that a progressive grace. That's what Eben is.
yes, he says so. When we're talking.
To his wife. I knew when Jadel too started.
Jadel, yeah.
I don't know what's happening to her. But if you leave me, I think Jadel is not supposed to be a performing act. Trust me. Because, you know, she's probably supposed to be here when Eben is supposed to be here. But she's here, Eben is here. So you should be able to identify quickly who is supposed to be there and who is not supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
How did I find myself here? Like I said, you must be able to identify the grace if you have it. And you must work really, really hard.
Yeah.
Hard work not the key though.
I can remember when I started.
The problem I have with our people is they instead of doing more of this hard work, they look for the ladder to climb from ABC, C to J, I, J, K. When you get to K again, they move to Y, Z. Yeah. You will fall. Every chapter of that step, A, there's something attached to you need to learn that will transfer you to B. There's something to attach to you. You have to learn. So skipping those stairs, it means you will lose something in those ones you have lost. You've moved ahead of, which means you probably need a sword to pick from C to fight when you get to G. But you flew from B to F. When you get to G, you need a sword to fight. Then you can't fight. Then G drops you back to A. And the sad thing about God is this: if you do mago to get to the top, it does not take you to where you fell. It takes you to the beginning.
Jesus. You are preaching hard. Jesus.
It takes you back to the beginning. So it pays to follow the process than saying you want to do this way.
Than jump into the promise.
Bro, you will come back and start again. It's like Mario. That game, Mario. Once you fall, he will not take you to where you have started. He will take you to the beginning. Only if you now play the game to a particular point, you go into the point. Then he now starts you from where you fell. But if you fell, if you jump from the initial to the front, you will come back. So about switch, everybody must learn to switch. You see a lot of people saying they are doing business. You see females, every female is doing buying and selling now. They are selling airs. Please.
Yes.
How many anybody won't wear that air? You wear the sell the air, you know they wear the hair. There's a time you see a lot of ladies who get, you know, Dubai is easy to go now. Go to Dubai and go and buy and be sent to one particular. How can you open a business for just one person because you know one minister's wife, and you're buying and supplying her. Now, the minister's wife, they decide to go to buy by themselves, So, is your business not done? Let your business be based on God. When it's based on God, you understand the connectivity and the wildness of your business. You see, a lot of labels come from outside the country and want to work with me in Nigeria. They don't want to work with the new boys. It's not because they are not doing fine, but you see, the longevity speaks volume. So young men should learn to work, build a profile for yourself, build this thing, let it grow, build it in God, build it for yourself. When you merge these two together, it's easy for you to grow.
Wow.
It's easy for you to grow. That's what has actually helped me up to this point. It has helped me. So that's why I find it difficult to have points to say I'm jealous in this person. I mean, actually, all the major producers in Nigeria, they all put a call through to me, bro. I need this, and this is the problem. I see some that call me. I did a song for somebody. They stole the song. They did not give me the credit. You know, a lot of people look at me. You know, they come back and now this is people, you know, that a lot of people say as the high and mighty new boys, you know, and they call like, what do we do? They don't even know what to do. And what I just do is just a phone call. You this solo person, give him that credit if you want your song to remain. Just the word. Because you know who I am.
Wow.
Is what I've built over the time. You know, so
there's this song of Timaya's, like you did it. It's called Hail. I don't know. Hail. Well, I wanted to know I'm alive at just a go. That song. Please, can you tell me what happened when you were producing this song, or who produced this?
If you ask me, there's nothing special when I produce Timaya or any other person. I always check out for something, connectivity between me and the artist. If I meet an artist, I want to be your friend, even if you are not good looking, even if you are a smoker or whatever. I just want to get a click with you first, because when I click with you is when I can give you what I feel. Then I listen to you I listen to you as an artist too. When I click to you, I know where you're coming from. I know the kind of music you're listening to. I know what actually gave back to that music you are singing for me. It's not the voice of now. Now you see artists call you, say, bro, please can I get a beat? And I look at you like this. You're an artist. You're supposed to be able to write music. You don't write again. If I give you a beat, do you think that beat is original? Then you should know that beat is actually Ranzeros from another person's beat. And that's the reason why everybody's sounding like this, tautology everywhere. And that's the reason why they're not passing that edge. And that's the reason why they will keep adoring Two-Face, adoring Wizkid and the rest of them. And they will never cross to where they've gotten to. You don't even write again. They don't have vibes. It's sad. Like I said, it's sad when if you add billboards in Nigeria, you know, like Yankee, for example, Michael Jackson, his songs that he recorded is at this point is dead though. They know that song is dead though. He's not doing anything new again. And you that you are alive, are still pursuing to get to that point.
Jesus.
Somebody's dead. He just left something, and you're still pursuing to sound like that person, and you cannot still sound like that person. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's not a function of what was I saying? It's not a function of how I feel with a particular person. What you hear in every song is a view of the person who produced it. Because as an artist, you come with a dumb idea to present to a producer. Then it looks deep and gives you stuff. You know? Now, few artists come around and like, okay, I want the sound to be like this. In that first instance, you have limited yourself.
You want to be like
you can never beat that one. You can never beat that one.
Wow.
You know, so originality is lost in our music That's one thing, you know. Most artists go to Nigeria, most artists sing now. You see them sounding like so person, sounding like so person. You hear some music from the intro, you first think is Messi what I want to sing. When the song now comes in, you now find out it's Judy K that is singing. You hear a song will start, you think it's Whiskey that is starting to sing. By the time you hear the song to the middle, you hear that no, it's not Whiskey, it's another person. But I tell people, you see, God is not a liar. He who has made this our thumbprints different from each other in the whole world, which means there's something different about every individual. The problem we have is the patience to pursue and build and learn and build that which God has given to us. That's the problem we have all the time.
Sir, how have you been able to manage betrayers? I know a lot of people have crossed your path, a lot of people have worked with you.
I'm used to betrayals.
So, can you just tell us, because there are so many people.
I'm used to betrayal. I now got to the point where I advise younger people or my friends who want to help or do all that. I tell them, I'm sorry to say, it was not because I was giving birth to with a silver spoon, you know. You do not see traces of where I'm coming from around me. I tell a lot of people that before I help anybody right now, or before you help anybody, try as much as possible to know where the background of the person is coming from. Do you hear the truth? Poor people are worst set of people you can work with. Quote me anywhere.
Poor people
are the worst set of human to work with anywhere in the world. When I mean poor people, people who cannot feed themselves, people who cannot take care of themselves, people who need to depend on somebody to live. These are the people we have sympathy for most times. These are the people you think that when you help them, they're going to be loyal people. These are the people you help and you feel like they're the better people. Bro.
Wow, comedy JD is here. Wow, bro. JD is here. Wow. JD is here. Wow. Good evening, sir. Yeah.
Uncle Jedediah.
Good evening, sir.
See, it's you see poor people. Trust me, poor people are the worst set of people you can work with. They are the betrayals. I'm sorry, let me use somebody as an. I don't want to use it as an example, so I don't spring a controversy around that.
Yeah.
You see, rich people, when they come to you, they need something. Trust me, they need it. When they come to you, they want something. They need it. They go for what they want for. But see, a poor man is coming to you and say that, bro, please, you can help me. This and that. Bro, he just wants to touch that rich. He just wants to touch that fame. They will betray you. Now, anybody who is not really well to do will say, what I'm saying is bad. Yes, it's bad.
I heard this. What you're saying,
bad. See, where I work and where I've worked before, they feel we are on the same lane because I relate with everybody equally. They don't know where I'm coming from and who I am. I like to be with everybody the same way. So in their mind, when they go back, they backbite about me, and I look at you. I have a life. You don't have a life. I leave this place, this office. I leave this place. I'm still who I am. I still make my money. God still feeds me. I depend solely on God. I don't depend on your economy. I don't depend on what is happening. When the economy is about to crash, the next way that will bring out money, God will show me. See, that you think I'm making out too, but anybody would be thinks I'm making out. You just connect to this shit and see if it's not going to work for you. Connect to this and see if it's not going to work for you. So if you leave me about betrayal, I'm used to betrayal. I'm very used to it. I'm sorry to say, I don't do things for poor people. When I want to do for them, I just give them and don't look back. I don't want them to be my friend. I don't want to see them as someone that should be loyal to me. I just do for you and go.
Because they are loyal. They are loyal because of their state.
That's the word. That's the word. Their loyalty is connected to their state. So betrayal is rampant with poor people. They are never satisfied. See, for example, let me use Jedi as an example. In my little check about Jedi, Jedi is from a very big home, a good upbringing, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of comedians drag with Jedi at the time when he was in Nigeria and feel Jedi, you know. He's a good singer. He just, you know, it's somebody who loves what he does. He just wants to explore. But in your mind, you feel, and because you do this thing, because you know how to do this, because, see, I will say some people, there are some people that if they don't do those things you are used to seeing them doing, they will live loud. They will still live that life loud and big and okay. So when I say me, I'm used to betrayal, it happens every day. It happens every day. I'm used to betrayal.
Wow.
There was a time, man. Let me give a quick example.
Yeah.
I used to have some set of people with me then. There was a particular day, his mom was actually very sick. And I wasn't making so much money, you know. And his mom was, at that point, I needed money. And I saw myself like the only person who could help this person. I had the laptop that I was using to work outside my system in the studio. You know that out of my mind, I picked up my laptop, I gave it to this person. Please, take this laptop, go sell it to take care of your mom. One day, somebody was saying that this person was saying this about you. I said, I better forget you. They brought a tape, a phone, and played to me, listen to what he's saying. Don't mind the guy, Joe. When he broke, they're selling things now. I'm like, wow. For somebody that actually helped, because I was cash strapped and I bought a whole laptop that I was using to work and gave to you. Go sell anything you get from me, just used to take care of your mom. See, poor people. See, for a rich guy, a rich person, I won't have such problems now. He won't even be broke to the point that we'll get to that point that he cannot even take care of his own person. But because you don't have, there's a reason why you're in that position. You know, so, and somebody wants to help you, and that's what you're coming back to do. For example, Davido. A lot of people have always been firing that guy. Some few days ago, I saw him put up something like he wants to change. He has changed his phone numbers. Nobody should call him. If you call him, don't worry if you feel like calling you back. He will call you. If he sees your message, he'll call you back. And I was saying to somebody around me, I said, you see this boy? He's just saying this thing, no. He's a natural giver. Now, where I'm going to now is this. I am the one advising people that be careful of this. I'm sorry to use the word poor. People who are less privileged.
Yeah.
You know, be careful of them. They are 100% betrayals. They betray you at any moment. This me preaching this to somebody. I still went forward and said this. I said, I'm the one preaching it to you, but it might not work for me. You know why? There are some people that God has actually created as a giver. You can't fight it. It's a blessing to be a giver. It's a gift to be a giver. Some people have money. They want to give. They can't give. I see somebody bring out money like this and count. No. Take this one. A giver will just put and take back.
Yeah.
Some people want to be givers. They can't. Giving is gift. I tell people, if you are not giving that gift, forget about it. Just live your life. I tell you, there are some people that are my friends that I don't speak to on every day, but I connect with them at the points, and I know they're fine. This one saying that this boy saying that situation can make you stop giving. Young man, no situation can stop you giving if you're actually blessed to be a giver.
Yeah.
Because you see what you are giving is a stipend from what God is doing for you. It's when you give and you're expecting, you worry now. A giver don't expect. Somebody like me, when I want to do, I don't want you to do back for me, because when you give back to me, I believe you've given me my reward. You see, when God gives me my reward, I have a problem, even to my wife. She fights me. When you give somebody to people, they will be calling you to say thank you, ordinary thank you, you will not pick your phone. I say, I don't want that person to say thank you. I want God to say thank you.
Wow.
You see, when God say thank you, that thank you, I know what that thank you they do for my life. So I don't need your thank you. Don't say thank you. When they say thank you to you, you've collected thank you, and that you are feeling so good. Oh, I did something. What did you do? So, back to the question. I see betrayals every day, and these people who betray you most times are less privileged people. So you see me, I'm sorry, don't say that I'm proving too big. I like to make friends with rich people. When I'm really rich people, in Yoruba they say Ashonla kole yonla. Let me define that means to you. Some people look rich, but they are not rich. Now that we even do celebration, now we are celebrities. We go for events. Costumes me with an LV. And the next day, he comes to collect his LV. So if I appear on the front of that camera, you feel it's my LV. But it's the consumer that brought the LV for me to wear.
Yeah.
So big clothes does not mean riches, does not mean wealth, does not mean big man.
Wow. Wow.
It doesn't mean it. So there's some people, you see them all shining, inside, empty. Fine car, engine is gone.
Wow.
How do we buy cars in Nigeria? When you see the body, this body is fine. That's why most time people need to go get a mechanic to come check the engine of the car, because at the end of the day, you see a very fine body with a gun engine.
Wow.
You know, so betrayal has been a major thing I have faced, and I've moved ahead of it. Somebody called me when I had a problem with Timaya and said, hey, bro, you know, Timaya is doing very well. You know, he's making money. His name is moving, revolving, like than your name is revolving. Let's do an interview for you. You need to do this thing. You know, you need to relevant on this thing. Let's take. Okay, there's some people that actually signed Timaya when I left him. Those people called me. They wanted to take him to court. They wanted me to come testify against him. And I said, young man, you want to hear the truth? What I used my hand to build, I will not use my hand to bring it down.
Wow.
Because you know what? I'm just a pencil. I wasn't the one who took him to that point. All the ideas or the whatever, the melody, the hey, the everything I did in that music, it was God who actually inspired it. So when he's done, he's ready to bring that person down. Don't forget, I'll relate you back to what I first said when we started. I said, you see, who God calls, you are not the one to bring such person down. When God is done with that person, it will be you see, force of gravity, blam. So when God is behind somebody, you are fighting the person, you are shooting arrows, you will just be getting fatter. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. So that is how far I've built and understand that. So I don't join in that. I don't join in that. I don't join in that. And I'm used to that. I'm used to betrayal. Betrayal has been part of me. It's been part of people betray on a daily. So I'm used to betrayals. So when it happens, I switch, I move. One good thing is this: God has never ever taken me to a problem and never gave me an opportunity not to say thank you. And when God gives you an opportunity to say thank you, which means that there's a way. Bro, in all I want to say, in all my long story and my nonsense I've been saying, what I still stand to people is this: connect to God and connecting to man. When you are connected to God, everything works for you. Don't connect with God fooling yourself. Connect in 100. If you fail, you know he has a reason for you to fail. There's something you need to pick from that failure. So don't say every failure like, it's because I did not do it like this. Because he has a reason for you to fail. He knows yesterday. He knows what tomorrow is going to be. He knew today that I was going to be on this platform a month ago. He knew it years ago. So I don't drag with people. So if people can hate me, all I care. The truth is this. I believe so much in God. I don't drink, I don't smoke. It's not because I don't have opportunity to do it. Check my
Are
bio.
you sure?
Yes, sir. It broke my wife. It broke her heart too. The first day she saw me, she never believed in her life. You know, a lot of people don't believe that.
I never believe as well.
That's the truth. Even to somebody that's typing, that guy is my friend, like a childhood friend. He knows that I don't. He drinks. I roll with smoke and smoke.
So you don't drink, you don't smoke.
I have never in my life.
And you're producing such.
That is where I'm going to now. Some people will believe that you must be high, you must be this, you must be that before you can get. It's a lie. You see, when you are blessed, it comes natural.
My goodness.
Amatare, you drink, shut your mouth. Only if you have stopped drinking. But I don't. He knows. In fact, most people know that close to me. I say, but now, a champagne, drink champagne. Champagne is not alcoholic, I mean. You know, so actually a lot of people, they know me. And one thing I always stand for people is this. I like people standing for the truth. You see people with the truth, you don't have followers. So you have a very small faction. But you see people with lies and slicks and that brings it sweet to you. They have the biggest factions.
Wow. Wow. You posted something yesterday. You said, clap for others until it's your turn.
I said it in Yoruba.
Yes. In English, you say also translated.
I said it in English, and I said the remaining people, if you want to know the meaning, ask the next person the remaining of it, what it means. Like, you know, for you. Like I always say, you see, my wife is my closest pal. Like I talk to her, like, if your neighbor, they are shouting and enjoying and merrying, like something's happening in their place, it's not time for you to be upset or beef. It means that joy, greatness, God is in your environment. You might be the next in line, you don't know. But the singular act, it pushes goodness away from you. Anarchy pushes good things away from you. But when you are happy, legitimately happy for your next person, you go and it's contagious. You contact that aura.
I love that word. It's contagious.
Yes. You see people you know what's been, I see this thing worse in gospel music. I've gone to so many concerts. You see one artist singing, you see the other guest singers are just like this. This lady is moving, people are crying. It's like this. Like, what's she singing? Or what is he singing? You come there, you come and entertain us. Because you sang one hit. Because you sang one hit. Some people, it's only one hit they have sang in their life. Oh. They've not been able to do another one. Because they lost it immediately that it came out.
Wow.
But when you're happy for, you know, your sister finished singing on the stage and you're like, wow, Messi. You finished singing. What do I want to sing again? You know, that kind of vibe. Then God looks at you. Oh, you think I'm done with Messi? You go on that stage, then I enter.
Kabash, you're making me to pray. Yeah.
You know, then go on that stage and see me coming new too, and you see that you see me, I come in different form. So I tell somebody this thing happened to before. My friend, he never knew, but I'm gonna keep it. I won't mention the name, but I'll mention his own name. His name is Righteous Man. I was in a concert, and that person finished singing, you know, and everybody was crying, like, you know, and it was Righteous Man to go next on stage, and you could say, on top of this one sing, which one go sing for their reggae, bro? In my life, I've been seeing people sing reggae. Righteous Man is is a spiritual demon. Like when it gets on us, it's a different person. That as big as he, when it flies up, I'm like, God, you know. And him on the seat, the person who spoke could not sit again, which means is it God? You don't dare him. You don't dare him.
Wow.
So for few people who are actually still hating me or feeling bad about some, please forget about it. You should be tired by now.
Mm.
You should be tired by now. Where we live remnants. You go there, go join. I move. Once I leave a spot, I move. It's just like that. I move like that. That's what it is. And for the few people who have actually rise and had falls and have been saying their falls as what is they're not able to move or speak. You see where you got to. The fight you are seeing people fight right now is because they have never gotten to where you have gotten to before. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
Can you throw light on that?
Do you understand that? Okay. I have a pastor. He's one of the biggest pastors that has been from the beginning. The mate of Bishop Oyedepo, you know, like that set. And he's seeing these new age pastors, you know, and feels like, or as the Holy Spirit left us. But you know what? Go to Argentina, mention his name, they know him more. But see these new boys, they only know them in their circle in Lagos here. They know few of them in Ibadan. You know, they are big on social media. But they forget that the largest people who actually make this life, make this where we stay, is they are not literate people. They are not literate. They don't know the social media. That's the reason why, no disrespect to any pastor. That's why you mentioned one pastor, Kingsley, and somebody will say, where is him? Who is him? Then I say, listen to his message. This is the person speaking. Mom, we don't know him.
Nepal. Oh, Nepal. Right. Guys, I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you're taking things. Wow, it's a clap for others. Never you be envious of your friend. When you see your friend is doing something that you like, celebrate your friend. Learn how to celebrate others. Wow, that was a very powerful point. Learn how to celebrate others. Never you look down on others. Even when you know inside of you that you know, it's a sign of pride anyway. It's a sign of pride that you're exalting yourself, thinking yourself highly than others. The Bible said, never you think yourself highly than others, than you should. Let God exalt you. Say, will God resist the pride? And what? Exalt the humble. Lift the humble. God resists the pride. So it is good. It wasn't NEPA, Joy. It was what? Network issue in Nigeria. Wow. Somehow. So never you envy others. Never you celebrate them. Celebrate them. Like Darius said, clap for others. Clap for others. So it's so spiritual than even physical. Like what he just said concerning the righteous man and the other person whose son. To celebrate others. Celebrate them. By so doing, you're opening the heavens upon whatever you're doing. You're in business. Celebrate others. Wow, that's so powerful. Powerful. Jesus. Celebrate others. It's very important. Very important. It's very important. Wow. The 2 hours is elapsed. You're coming back. I'm coming back to wrap it up. I'm coming back to wrap it up. The moment Ksolo comes back, we're coming back to wrap it up. Please just stay tuned. This will be the last session. I'm coming back to wrap it up. Wow. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, you welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you. You're such a blessing. Yeah. You stay on dwelling on clapping for others even when it's not your turn. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, it pays to be happy when others are happy, or when it's happening for others.
Yes.
It pays to be happy for others. You know,
Yes.
and there's one thing I found out about people recently. You a lot do not want to be when it's not working for them. It's not working. It's not going in their line. It's bad. But when it's in their line, it's good. That's bad. That's evil. That's devilish. You're a pastor. You have a 419 in your church, putting money down, and your church is growing, or whichever way. They are not sinners at that moment. But you see, when they leave your church, you blow their trumpet. They are 419s. They are this, they are that. It's sad. I'm saying this as a Christian. Pastors especially in Lagos, have made church actually look like a business center. I know of a particular pastor and you know the people they use more. I'm sorry, you see, we talk about rape. Rape is being everywhere, talking about rape. Rape, I don't know how to put it, but in my own definition of rape is using people in an unusual, on an ungodly way, especially for female. Many pastors are rapists. They don't rape people physically, like sexually. Most rape, they rape some women of their hard-earned money, what they have suffered for in life. There are some churches that is women that finance the church, and not particularly that finance the church. And you know the worst part. What are for churches whereby you have more divorces, more single women? When I mean single mothers, that's what I mean. You see lots of them in that church, in these churches. Be careful of those pastors. Somebody say don't talk about pastors. Somebody will say don't say that about man of God. That man of God is a mortal man, just being used by God to preach his gospel. It's a high time most pastors put down their high horse and allow God use them the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because you see, religion and politics, these are the two things destroying the world. Politics is what people are saying, that there is no corona in Lagos, and yet money is being pulled out every day. And you're not actually seeing people who are actually dying of this corona for real. Like, have you seen someone that's close to you that's corona? They don't believe it. It's not that corona does not exist, but it's in some places, and you claim they're in those places just to pull out funds. That's politics. Now, see with church, they're asking church to come back. If there's actually corona, truly, what is church coming back to do? Why are you guys so in a haste to come back? Do what? Has this message not been preached online for how many months now? Does it make us less or closer to God? Now people are even more closer to God than when you go to your church. Because now people need to read the Bible. They don't need to come listen to you before they hear the word again. Before, like I said, I was one of those people who criticized those people that said that this one does not go to church. Now all of us are seasonal at home. We don't go to church. All of us don't go to church again. So how do you know who's a Christian now? Is it by going to church? Like I said, I have a girl that knows the works that fund that church. She has left because when her eyes was opened to be able to understand that she's growing old, no husband, nothing's happening in her life, and you keep funding your church, and you keep preaching the word to them like, don't let any man come and deceive you, please. Before I knew my wife, before I married my wife, I entered into so many deceivers. So if you don't try Yoruba they say to bararo o le ra oto. That means that if you don't buy the lies, you cannot appreciate the truth. You can't know the truth.
Mm.
So allow them take their life. Allow them live life. I'm sorry, I'm speaking a little out of context, but this has just to be it. A lot of things that molded to be to make Ksolo. Few people who know me know I talk like this. You know, we see things to talk about and we want to talk about. I want to learn from people. I want to tell you what I've heard. You get what I'm saying? So be careful of those people, because the only thing that is killing the world right now is religion and politics. Religion and politics. That is the reason why somebody see a lot of people coming to your church, and they say, okay, people are coming from this region to that church, and the next week you are sharing your own flyers to that place so that they can come to your church. And this, the church of God is supposed to win soul to heaven. It's supposed to win people to go to heaven and know Christ. Is it where is it where you drag my congregation is bigger than your congregation? My congregation must be bigger than this one. Yeah. Please, what's happening? Stop fighting. You know, it's sad. The main reason for religion is being broken. It's been shattered. It's been shattered. And that's the reason why Muslims will always have a say. They will always have a ground one way or the other. No matter how you backstab their religion, they always have a state. They stand together like this. Christians, they're like this. I know of a family. I know of a big man. Once you come to him and you are putting a proposal, once you say you're a Christian, you have lost it. The experience he has built and known from Christians is so sad. Bad experience. So basically, the church needs to work more. The church needs to work more, and what they call it too. We Christians must actually do more. We must get close to God. As a musician, you want to get close. You want to be big. You want to do this. You feel like it's God that can make it happen for you. God can make it happen for you. If an herbalist himself too would also pray to God. If a soothsayer will pray to God, then you need to get to God yourself. So for me, it is God all the way, and I've always tried my best to be truthful. It has always hurt me though. I've always been in a problem in issues because of saying the truth. People always run from the truth. The truth has always been a problem.
There's one important question I ask everybody that do come here. I want you to speak on it as well, which is, can you please emphasize on the importance of learning? You know, this platform is called Learn From Them. Can you please just tell us the importance of learning? Because so many people don't want to learn anything.
I said something to you. I said earlier, I did never had any official training for what I do. So that simply states that I learned. Because how on earth you say you are called as a preacher, as a pastor? I don't always want to hear those pastors that will say, somebody in the crowd, your number ends with 2225. You are in the crowd, your name is Grace. I don't want to hear that. You want to be a pastor, go study, go to school of theology, go study the Bible.
Yeah.
God has given you the grace. You see, my words from beginning to this point hasn't changed from when I started talking to you. Don't forget, earlier I told you about. I skipped my head already. You know, you need to get this. You can't mistake knowledge. I talked about who God has given a gift.
Yeah.
And the older man that is 70 years old that has a gift, that same gift too. The difference between the older man and the younger person is you do not know what that older person. So you need to school under that older person to get that. So I did. I learned. So you see, learning is very, very important, vital. It's vital. And always don't do one mistake. I'm sorry. I'm not disregarding books that is written by a white man like Miles Monroe and the rest of them. I'm not throwing them behind. But you see where you belong has a lot to do with the factor. Like I said to you, what you feed on every day is a reflection of you, of your real you. A child that lives in a home that the father and mother says use the F word every day, he grows and lives and he develops in that F word so much because that's what they feed on. You know, so you must be careful about this. So what you feed on matters. So for me, you know, you can't say you don't want to learn. You must learn. It's very important to learn. And like I said about books, it's good for you to read books, but better still, learn from where you live, where you stay, where you reside. You see, the way it's written about business in Yankee is different from the way we do business in Nigeria. You must realize this truth. The way a black woman reacts is different from the way a white woman reacts. And when a white man is going to write a book, he's going to write a book based on the way the experience he has had with a white woman. And if you're a black woman is going to buy that book, you will be seeing those things as unrealistic. So you must learn and learn from where you belong, where you want to be identified with. If you want to be identified with Yankee, so you could go learn everything about them. But once you're in Nigeria, learn here. You want to do sound, learn our sound. You can borrow ideas to spice up your stuff, but you must learn ours here. And what has actually kept me in this industry is the fact that I have this originality in it. No disrespect to the people who do foreign and all that. No disrespect. I love it. If I listen to it when I sleep at night, you know. But trust me, what has built me and brought me this far is originality, my roots, and where I belong to. But in all, like I said, learning is what you need to do. A pastor needs to learn. Followers need to learn. Everybody needs to learn. Nobody is a tree of his own. And I tell people, when you are living and you live with set of people that does not ever tell you, don't ask anybody to tell you that, bro, what you did that, I don't think that was right. Then you are heading for destruction. Call yourself. You call yourself. Call yourself tree of wisdom, tree of wealth. When you don't have anybody to speak to you, or you don't have anybody to say, this thing you want to do, don't do it, I think it's going to be wrong. And anything you do is right. And people who are around you, anything you say, yes, daddy, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, you are finished. You are finished.
Wow. Jesus. Danny Young, you're welcome.
I speak to people. I listen to people. And a lot of people, they hear from me. And I learn too as well. I listen to people. When things happen to people, I tell people this is what I learned from this. You know, so you should also learn. Learning is, once you cease to learn, you cease to listen, you cease to exist.
Wow.
Because you know what? You're just a fool of all you have.
Wow.
Because all you have will not work for you for long. And that's where the switch you talked about, it happens.
Yes.
That's where switch happens. It's when you learn, you can know how to switch. You know that at this point I need to switch. When you don't learn, you're not even attracting any other thing to you. How can you even switch? You can't switch. You're just where you are. I know some people that I see some pastors. You preach. It's the same thing. They keep preaching every day. But you know the mistake is this. The people you are preaching to, they know those words. They are only going to church because they need to go to church.
I said so yesterday.
If some members sit some pastors down and preach to them, some pastors will close their church. We see reality of life. We see reality of life on a daily. You as a pastor don't see it. And most fights, we fight some wars that we have to use this Bible to fight this war. So we read this word, and we realize that, you see, God that we serve is a God that respects his words than his name. So you call in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, you don't know those words. You can't speak those words that he has spoken. You are wasting your time. You must be able to tell him those words. As so sharp that you say, so things shall be. You know, once you understand this part, it works for you. It works for you. So if you don't learn, those things can't happen. Those things can happen. Those things can happen. So trust me, learning is a major thing. Is what I am doing. It's a switch I am also doing. You know, I've done a lot of songs recently for people, and the worst part is this: I don't put my signature any longer because you know
Why?
what? Some people like it's still part of switch. It's understanding understanding the market part of my job. Let me give you an example. Something happened. I did a job for somebody. It was even for Danny Young. This Danny Young that was here. I'm not going to mention the artist that he took the job to. They took that job to that particular artist. They want to feature the artist on the job. And the artist said, who produced it? He said, Ksolo. This boy said, but he didn't do anything. This is what they do now. Old school, where they give us. So he has not even played the job. He said, okay, don't worry. I will change him. We'll get a new producer to produce the song. And Daniel called me, bro, you know what you do? Let's remove our signatures from the song. And he went back to that same artist and said, one producer is one of the biggest producers in South Africa that goes and produced this song. And they played, I'm like, and they were like, wow, Jesus. Yeah, the guy. Oh, these South African people, they are mad people. See production. Bro. So they did that beat.
You just said another thing there. Wow.
You are selling yourself in disguise. Some people have a problem with your name out of beef. They have serious problem with your name because of beef. Like my dad used to say, a fisherman goes to the stream to kill a fish and still sell it to somebody, and you're looking at it like, this fisherman with his dirty nest brought this fish. I don't know where this fish come from. That fisherman again sold that same fish to my dad, and all he did was this: ice the fish and put it in a pack and sell it back to these people, same people the fisherman was selling it to before, and they refused to buy it for 10,000 naira, and they are buying it for 100,000 naira. Understand your craft. Understand your craft. Understand the people you are selling it to. Understand what you're doing. Once you understand all this, you are good. Understand who you are selling your stuff to. So that's the reason why I told you a lot of sound is out now. They are feeling it, but they don't know it's coming from me. And I just feel it in my mouth. There's a song I did for Mike Abdul. It was featuring Tokwe Alabi. It did not have my name on it.
The new one.
It did not have my name on it. You don't even know if I did it, but the people are already jiving to it. So let it remain like that. Let it remain like that. When he itches them for body, they'll carry phone. Hello, Mike, I bet who did that song for you? And they're like, Ksolo. Yeah? You get what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem about that. Like I said, he who deals with me is greater than all this. It's not about the name. It has nothing to do with this, you know. Once you have a signature, an ebony signature, it sells you everywhere you get to. It sells your brand. You don't need to be seen like, it's Ksolo's production. And like, we're expecting it's very big. Some days it might not sound good to some people. And those people who have listened to it that don't like it has withdrawn from being your fan. You know, so let's do your thing. It's just like a strategy the other way, you know. But for me, like I said, learning, don't stop learning. I learn from everybody. I learn from so many people. I learn from people, and most times what I learn is always very hard, and I take it and run with it, and that's what has crafted me. I learn. I won't lie to you, Sam. I learn. Midnight, people are sleeping. I'm not sleeping. I'm online browsing, checking what's new, what's happening, what's the new sound, what's happening. You know, so I created this time because I need to speak to you. You know, because a normal me, I know so much. I do so many things. I won't lie to you. So many things that people don't know. They think it's just music production I do. I build radio stations. I built a couple of radio stations in Nigeria here. You know, not just to build, to set up studios equipment. No, to the masts. You get what I'm saying? So I do that. You know, talk about online streaming, like I do that so very well. I'm into the IT full. People don't have an idea of that. I set up a lot of live streaming for a lot of churches in Nigeria here. Are doing very well, excellently. Now you see 3,000, you see 1,000 people viewing and all that. A lot in Nigeria here. People do not know behind the scene. So, and outside that alone, I also run, so many things. What see? That's why I look at when you just talk. It says so many things on my table, bro. So many things on my table, but in all these things can only work by God. I see myself as who God has given one talent, and I'm trying to multiply it and make it big. That's why I see myself as. And I see myself as a pencil. Anywhere I find myself, I'm going to be good and this humanity to people. But again, anything is given to who I've chosen to do to anybody, please, I want you to delete the word backstab from your dictionary. When you believe that backstab from your dictionary, you do not expect anybody to do back for you, because backstab only happens to you when you have somebody that you probably have done something for, you're expecting something, or somebody that is in your clique, you believe you have a clique of friends, and you now hear that this person went to say this about you. Don't even belong to any of this clique, so it doesn't come at you, so you don't expect. You don't expect. I don't know. Everything is just God all the way.
Jesus, bro, you are killing. Bro. You are hitting my heart. I'm going to rewatch this thing again and again, so that I'll be able to write down something. See, since you've been talking this way,
I think I also need to listen to it all over again too, because there's some things that are coming out that me to myself I need to take out. I need to write them out, and also, approvision. I salute, bro.
There's something that coming in my mind since you'll be talking. Talks about those people these young folks that are the work procrastination has taken all over them. I want to do it tomorrow. I want to do it today. Please, can you encourage them and tell them to get up?
I always tell people, there's never a time for you to start anything. Nobody has a map of time to start any progressive thing. You just start. You just start. Start. You have no vision. You don't need to have a vision before you start. Start. When you start, the vision will come up. Most things you go search for vision to start from always fail. Because what they are going to be selling to you is a vision from somebody else.
Become a photocopy.
What you're doing now, somebody will tell you, bro, why don't you add this to it? Why don't you add this to it? It's those things you're adding to it. Is it your originality? It's not yours. It's something somebody has seen somewhere else, they're coming to sell to you. And when you are bringing it automatically, it's not yours. In your mind, you know it's not yours. So procrastination, as well, I'm not even interested in finishing that word, that quote about procrastination. But for anybody who has to do anything, please go ahead and do it. Like I said, even if you're not called or that's not your line, do it. When you do it, accept defeat quickly and move on, and know that you're not called to do it. But you cannot know if you're not called if you don't start. You can never know that you're not called to do something if you don't start. And when you start and start little, it does not mean you are not going to get to the top. You see, the church I play that I've been celebrated at the long run was a church I entered as a small boy. I was always cleaning the keyboard. I didn't know how to play the keyboard. I ended up buying my first car in the same church. I became who I am today in that same church. That my friend has been commenting on this page, Amatare, when I started working on Timaya, he was one always driving Timaya in his car, dropping in the bus stop when we need to go home and all that. It's a process in life. It's a process in life, and like I said, it's a process. Once you know you want to do something, start it up. Start it. Don't wait for somebody to tell you. Especially those people who want to do business, they look at it and I hear say this business they sell. Yeah. Is it about business selling? Your business mustn't sell. A business mustn't sell before you get into it. Let what you're doing, let it be what you want to do. Let it be what, see, I always tell people, like, you say you're a singer, eh? A singer that cannot be woken up, that cannot be, like, they can't wake you up like 3 a.m. and say, yeah, sing, and start singing. But you're not a singer. And when you now become a singer, learn to know where you have a balance, your key to sing. When they wake you up, sing at that key. But you see, when they have to call you, I beg, if you ever get water there, you know, I'm wasting your time. Just work later. But I'm using it as an example. What you don't find comfort in doing, what does not come naturally, is not where you're supposed to be. It's not where you're supposed to be. I'll say to people ask me that, they ask a question from me and say that, what is the thing that can wreck you or make you not be less of you again? I said, music. Take me away from the studio, you have killed me. Don't give me food, fight me, do all that, backbite. My studio is my healing zone. When I stand in front of my piano and the keyboard, my piano and the system, anything you did for me is gone. I don't remember again. So let business you're doing, let what you want to do, let it be attached to such too. Whereby when you are doing it, you do it for fun. You do it like, you don't do it like that's why I say people, if you are coming to the industry, you want to come and make money, you will fail. If you are coming to preach the gospel as a pastor because somebody is making money, is big, there's ministry are making money, people will pay offering, they'll pay tithe, they'll pay seats. See, till when you will die, it's you and your family that'll be your fan.
Sure.
But if the first objective of you is to win soul to Christ, and also do a replica of what Jesus did when he was on earth, if that is in your head, and you know that Jesus went about doing good, you know, healing the sick, if that is in your target, your head, like, I want to hold this bro and agree with him, and his business turned around. You need to beg anybody to come to your church. Instead of people disturbing me, come my church. See, if somebody, I was telling somebody about banks. If bank goes there and say that we can give money to you to start business, to do that, say it from now till Jesus come, people might not come. But see, when the people, somebody or two, goes through that process and is affected, let them speak to you, let them speak for you. You will see crowd, you weak. So it's not about you fighting about that. Find yourself in what you can do with ease. Find yourself what you can do with ease without worries. You know, then that is where your strength lies. And where your strength lies will never fail you. You will never fail you. Yeah. You will never fail you where your strength lies. Ask me now to come and fight boxing. I can't fight it. But see, drop me in the studio and say this is only what you need to save your life and take you to the next level, bro. I'll be saving my life on and on. Because that's where my strength lies. So don't do it because anybody is doing it. Don't do it because it says there's money in it. I've seen so many people that say that I'm a singer. They have ended up taking some jobs that, you know, they remember how they do them. And then people, they look at me and like, bro, how they cope? How are you coping? I'm like, he who has called me to do this will always make a way for me to cope now. At least you never send me your account number before. My account number before. I've never sent it to you.
Wow.
I've never sent it to you. So what's your worry about how am I coping? And for people that just look at me from the blues and just call me and say, bro, I just feel like blessing you. I beg, just send me your account. Is it me? That's God's doing. And those are people that do it, and they've even forgotten they've ever did it for you. So find your comfort.
Mm.
Find your comfort. So if you're not meant to be something, don't force. Don't do it because people are doing. You will fail in it. You will fail in it. You will fail in it. So I am not trying to be anybody. I'm not trying to be like anybody. And if they check the record of my career to date, I've never tried to be anybody. I came out as a brand of my own, and people stole my brand.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
When I started doing it, people were, you know, for example, whenever has it ever been in Nigeria that you ever see people getting into the club and be dancing to a club, to a gospel music in the club? I did it first. People were dancing to Kokoroko by Kefi in the club. It took them a long time before they knew it was a gospel music.
Sure.
It took them a long time to know it was gospel music. And that kind of beats of music I do, they were calling it noise. Ksolo, everyone hear noise, go make Ksolo. You want to do noise? You know, they gave me so many terrible names. Now, the noise is what they are paying for. The noise is what they finally embraced. You know. So once you're different, find your originality where you belong. You understand? Find where you belong to. Once you're there, just remain there. You cannot, like I always say to artists, you can never win Wizkid fan and with Davido fan. Now people will go follow you. Your own will be your own. You can have a family and your own people might not be your fan. They might not be your fan.
Yeah.
You might be blessed and be blessing the world, and people they will never be your fan. For example, my daddy. My dad was never my fan. He never believed in what I had, and lives were being touched. I was changing lives. People were actually loving what I was doing. You know, I helped one person. It became a division of labor, and artists began to sign more. He signed costumier, manager, division of labor. People that had no job before begin to have job. Division, you know, a lot of people were drinking from that stream, and I had the person who actually I came out of his loin never believed in what I do. You might want to do something. Your own wife will not believe it. Will not believe in you. Your children will not believe in you. Keep doing what you're doing. You just need few people outside to believe you, and that's all. They will join. New. You see, change, switch. It's a problem for people. Don't worry, just keep doing your thing. They will get used to it.
Wow.
Nothing has ever come to this world that people have appreciated until time started growing and they started appreciating it and loving it. So, Jesus. For me, people who actually sing gospel music too, especially them too, do your thing. You say you sing this kind of music, everybody's not singing that same style. And I was telling somebody like, Dunsi has been singing for donkey years, so check his biography. He has been choir coordinator in Koza, you know. All of a sudden, people are beginning to see Dunsi like one young artist that just came out from somewhere and is making, you know. And check me, bro. What he has been singing that year, it's the same thing he's singing now. Consistency. Do what you know how to do. Just keep doing. If you're not celebrated now, it does not mean you will never be celebrated.
What you just said about Dunsi now, so I want you to talk. I want to please dwell on that thing. Like you said, Dunsi is everywhere now. Everywhere.
If you hear some people, I'm sorry to say, there is a new song Sam Okposo did. The intro of the song sounds like an intro of one of Dunsi's songs. You know? Sounds exactly like it. You will know that one way or that there's an influence for me on that track. It might not be him, it might be the producer. But there's a difference. But see, bro, I tell people this. If you sing situation song, something like African China, there's always a time for you to eat. When anything has to do with the world, the song that Timi Dakolo sang, it will not fade though. That song for Nigeria will not fade. That song is, I'm sorry, is almost as big as national anthem. Tosin Martin sang a wedding song. That song is how many years now? That song is almost 10 years old. They still play it in the wedding till date. Consistency. No, stay somewhere. Be identified with something. Don't be identified with everything. You know, see, in Yoruba they say, see, if you chase, you are chasing a rat. You are chasing 5 rats. You will never catch one. Put your mind on one, you will achieve it. You will. So Dusin has been doing that. A lot of gospel artists are forgetting that Dusin is doing, if you check his kind of music, outside the fact that it's gospel music, but in general music is pop, is doing pop music. Then you do most of your songs are R&B song. You are switching. When you are singing, it's showing in your singing that you're just trying to switch into it. It's not a crime in switching, though. But are you living your identity? Somebody is a dance master. Once they call that person on the stage, the whole church will turn upside down in singing. Somebody should be called to. When the person gets on stage, everybody's on their knees weeping. You don't say you won't say because one person is singing now and his song is trending because he sings and everybody's weeping. You too, you now convert to a singer that makes people want to weep. You can never get there. You will just be dragging. You'll be the one you'll be the one telling people, please go on your knees. You'll be the ones that, are you still standing? You are wasting your time. Dusin don't need to tell you to be on your feet. He doesn't need to tell you to go on your knees. No. The same thing with Welu Master. When he gets to that stage, bam, who are you to sit down? You will dance your sorrow. You will bring out your handkerchief before he tells you. Have an identity.
Jesus.
Have an identity. Have an identity. You cannot see. Like I tell people, see, that's the difference between Asha and Wizkid. Asha does not live in Nigeria. She lives in Paris.
Yes.
But Asha does, what kind of music she does? It's soul music she does.
Soul, yeah.
She does soul music. And you see, the soul music she does has so much fusion of African roots in it. Because she's able to identify where she stands. She doesn't care about Wizkid fan. That's the reason why anytime Wizkid has a show in a cool hotel, it sells out. Now, Asha that is not doing that kind of music, she comes to Nigeria, she sells out too. This is why are those fan base? It means she has her own fan base. She's not dragging to sing what Wizkid is singing. I'm sure if she has been doing that, she will never get those fan base she has. That's why I love reggae musicians. They stand their ground. They have their audience. They have their fan base. Learn to know where you belong. Stand your onions. Know your onions. Don't be shaken because you see me writing and it's this thing I'm doing. You now feel it's because of what I'm doing that is making me write. It's just my time.
Wow.
Do your thing. When your time comes, God will loud your voice. It will turn up the volume. It will pop up your volume. You will be looking at it. God, what's happening? People don't know that. They don't know what they call fame. They should come and ask me. At the point in my life, I was looking like, I hope somebody's not doing something for me on that to help me fan this thing or put fire. But it was God. So when that fire is not there again, don't be downcasted. I always tell people, I give them one single quote or one single ideology or one single illustration to make them always have faith. I say, see God like me, see God like you. 300 million people asking for a blessing from him. If he answers you today and does not answer you tomorrow, assume in your mind that they're answering the next person in the next flat. That should help your faith grow. That should not make you give up on yourself. That does not make you give up on God. Assume, have it in your mind that God is answering another person. He will come back to you. It's a cycle. It's coming back to you again soon to answer you. So that which he has done for you, still enjoy that. Let it last before he comes back to you. Don't be greedy.
Wow. So you're
Greediness.
preaching. You're preaching there. You're preaching hard.
You
Oh,
see
it's saints
greediness.
coming up.
You see greediness. So a lot of people that don't know me will look at me like this is just like that. I am deeply rooted in God's word and understanding God. Like I said earlier, do not give any accolade to anybody that calls himself man of God. Don't give any accolade to anybody that calls himself a celebrity. Anybody that calls himself a celebrity like me or a man of God, don't give any accolades to them. Don't see them as anybody. See God as the everything. See God as what as everything. I'm sorry to say, no, but I like to illustrate. TB Joshua, they used to be when TB Joshua was number one in Nigeria and in Africa. TB Joshua is not number one in Africa anymore. It doesn't mean the ministry is dead. It doesn't mean it doesn't still perform miracles. Now, moving forward, Oyakhilome used to be the best for people, biggest to people. Oyakhilome had a major crisis that people felt he was going to go down with his wife. I am here to announce to you that the church grew bigger in status. The church grew bigger in reach. So it does not have to do with what you think. It has to do with what God wants and He thinks. So that's why I say to people, connect more to God than connecting to. You see what you see? It's just illusion. It will go in the very few, in your own very eyes. Greedy people want blessings immediately.
Wow.
Just click to God. So the fact that if you know what Oyakhilome gives, I mean what TB Joshua gives out on a daily to humanity, you'll be shocked. But you don't hear his name on the news and like he's the one doing this miracle again, like but he still performs miracle. Pastor Oyakhilome still performs miracle too. Oyakhilome had a problem with his wife. People had to say that his church will collapse. He grew bigger. And you see some people, they just have minor issues. The church has even closed down. They are using their hand to count the number of people in the church.
You are preaching so hard, sir. Jesus. Wow.
You see, it's understanding God that is the most important thing. If Oyakhilome did not understand God, that would tear him apart.
Come on.
It would tear him apart because your closest pal to your loin is your wife. A woman that is beside you is the closest. If they want to catch you, they want to bring you down. Your children are even hard to use, but your wife is easier to get you. I'm talking as a celebrity, as somebody that is like that, Actually, most of the celebrities in Nigeria that had downs, it has always been women that's been used against them. I found myself there. I was married before. I also had a bad time, a bad press. It's a result of my ex-wife. But this is me. As in, people ask me that when my matter happened, I know some celebrity, I don't want to mention their name, they called me like, Ksolo, how were you able to scroll through? Did you pay the media? Or how did you? I said, bro, who God creates, no man will break him. I don't want to use who God before, who can be against. I don't want to use that. That's why I say who God creates. Like created himself and molded. You can't bring it down. You can't. Only the creator has the key to bring you down. So always make sure you are hooked up to the creator, because that's the reason why if you are hooked up to man that has your key, it will bring you down when it's done with you. It will bring you down. The only person that cannot bring you down is God. And when you come down, He knows the reason for bringing you down. He won't bring you down for selfish reason like every other person. Some rich men will take you to the top. Some rich men will take you to the top, and they feel that you are too big for them. They send higher assassins to go to either kill you or take all you need in your life. You see, some men of God will take some singers to the top. When they have a problem with you, they preach against you, they bring you down. But when you are rooted with God, see, Frank Edward, if not for the love he has for Oyakilome, let him leave that place. He will still keep flying because he's rooted with God. So when you are not rooted with God, you are rooted with man. Man will draw you down. He will take you down. It's God that is the root. So I'm not preaching Christianity now. I'm not preaching Judaism. I'm not preaching Islamic or whatever. I'm preaching God. For a woman that is in a marriage, you're having problems in your marriage as well. Be rooted with God. Once you are rooted with God, see, be seeing shadows of women flying around your husband. See, once you are rooted with God, you see your husband, may carry your leg come out. He will carry that two leg again, come back home. Because you are rooted with God. The only thing that gives you fear is when you are not rooted with God. That is when you'll be looking for the woman's number that he's talking to call the woman and warn the woman. Don't call my husband again, though. It's because you don't believe in God. You feel you can do it by your own self. The more you now keep doing it, the more the man will be going out. But you see, when you're rooted with God, that man will just come one day in the morning, kneeling down and begging you, I have sinned. Now himself will confess all those sins to you. I'm a living witness. I'm a living witness of this.
You are making me to pray already. Jesus.
I'm a living witness of this. There are people that have done business with, that have done a lot to me, and they feel like this thing should happen and it did not happen. But I said, they came to me like, bro, no vex. Which court you belong to? I bet if you don't link us. Because, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. We don't do things so. But how you they take succeed this thing? I don't know. But in the real sense, bro, should I tell the truth? What did I do? I was shocked, but I had to act up like truly maybe there's something I'm believing in. But truly, there was nothing. But it was only God that could make people come confess themselves to you that way. So really don't hook up to God. See, you want to go out in the morning when you are close to when you hook up to God. Something's about to happen at your junction. You will start up the car that you have yesterday will not start on time. Just for you to skip that time to be able to that evil to pass away before you get there. Only God can make this happen. Only God can make this happen.
You're making me to remember so many things.
I'm a beneficiary of God. I'm a beneficiary of God. I have slept in cells in Lagos here. Nobody knows. When they see me, they do me as a butter boy that's making money. Yes, Matrix, God hooks you up to people. He hooks you up to people.
See, I told you before that I was arrested. This city I am, I've been in this city for over 10 years now in Italy. So in this city, I did drugs. So I was caught at the airport. So I was arrested. I was sentenced to jail for 7 years because the thing was March. So because I have a house here, I was in Milan, so they have to transfer me here, house arrest. I was still going to church. So I want to tell you something. God, what you've been saying. So I went to church. So they came to look for me. They didn't see me. So they have to take me back to the prison. Got into the prison. I went to court. They have to add a year to the 7 years. Altogether was like 8 years.
Wow.
So in the prison, I did everything. I was here as a court guy. I was here as a fornicator. I was here as so many things. I was here as a drug baron in this city. But this same city, I came out from the prison. I was still serving the church. I was ordained as a pastor. People still accepted. I see what you just said now brought this thing to my mind. Like in this same city, like where's the people like this guy? These one who know his story. Though they know me, but for past 8 years, and my document just came out. They just released my document. I have not been to Nigeria because my document was seized. Nothing, everything blocked because of the crime I committed. But in this same city, they accepted me to be like, wow.
Let's hook up to God. I say something to every man. You understand? Man, they always do add. I've told men, if it's possible, in your house, have a room to yourself. learn to pray to God.
Mm.
I won't lie to you, men, most times in our life, we die lonely.
Mm.
Because children give so much respect to us. They end up not being our friends. They always daddy does not take nonsense. So they don't talk to us more like they talk to the mothers. And men end up like that, miserable. Like they don't see love at their dying times, at their late hours. Most stay and see like, okay, their children should take care of them. No. But the truth is this: let's get close to God. Let's let men times. It's not about nobody wrote an article. Nobody wrote it that what they call it, a man should compulsorily be sleeping in a room with a wife. Nobody wrote that article. Anything that's going to make you good in your life, that will not make your children grow up and look at you like you're a failed man, is all you should do. And part of it is to pray. In life, most time we always feel like it's those women that know how to pray. They're the ones that should be praying. We men need to learn to pray. Because when you take charge of this thing in the secret place, is when it comes to reality. Then you are seen as a real father. Most times you see men who sit down, it's only the woman that is praying for them. Most times it's the woman that is praying for them, it's the woman that is this. Learn to have a strong room where you pray, where you can naked, you can say words that you cannot say when you are with your wife. You are ashamed of saying. At times you are the one who knows what your account statement is saying. You cannot say it in the front of your wife like, God, I only have $5,000 in my account. But you can say it alone when you are with God. Learn to have this time for God. Men should learn to pray. Don't wait for the one woman. Those years are past. Get close to God yourself. Seal it up. Seal it up in the spiritual, in that realm. When you seal it up there, it will come to reality. Your wife will respect you. Everybody will look at you like, how are you doing this thing? That's all.
Sir, you blew me up tonight. I've never done 3 hours. Since I started this, I've never done 3 hours. The highest I've done like 2 hours. But sir, man, you blew me up.
As small as I am, as young as I am, I've seen life so bad. I'm sure, like I said, I'm divorced. People look at me like, eh? So you have actually... Yes, that's the word somebody wrote there. Men should learn to pray.
Yeah.
They should not leave everything to the women. You should learn to pray. God has made you the head. Stop transferring the work of the head to the woman. Do your part. Pray. Men should learn to play. Every man, I expect every man should have a strong room. When I mean a strong room, where only you enter. Where only you enter and you pray. You don't do anything, they just pray. Have a time to sit down and think, reminisce about how your life is going, how the life of your family is going, what you need to do next in life. If what you're doing right now is okay, agree it. Seal it up with God first before you come out to even tell it to your wife or tell it to anybody. That's me. I don't know about the other man. That's how I've been doing. It's fine to sleep with your wife on the same bed. You guys, it's all this is good. You understand? But in the real life, you will realize that truly, if you are broke, it is a God-sent woman to keep up with you and won't go. So for me, it pays me not to sleep in the room with you all the day and spend time praying there and not go broke and have you with me and have my family intact. That's what I feel. So I think we should have some other time again, and let's talk about some other parts of life that is outside music. You understand? Because I'm sure a lot of people listening to me right now will be seeing me in a different perspective from just a music producer. You know, so and it's much more. Life is much more than just seeing the like of a music producer alone and just career. Some things mold the career. If you are actually delivering well as a good musician, it means your home is sweet. It means where you are resting is sweet. When you are disturbed and worried, you will not do well in the field of work. If you're a banker, you'll be missing numbers. You know, if you're a musician, you'll be having down times. You won't write well. A lot will be happening around you. So it pays to talk about these parts once in a while, because these are things that actually mold us. When the young boy calls me and say, bros, what's happening in this thing, in this industry? Go, because you know, say you be agba. You don't tell what you did for this thing. How is it happening? You know, we don't even know what's happening again. And I tell them, guys, you know, this growing now. And I give them things that they don't see. They're like, wow, bro, that's true. You encourage them because you're saying it. You're saying it. So once in a while, we need to talk about this real part of life, you know. So when people call me to come speak, it's not just because I just want to speak, but it's real life is real life. Let's talk about it. It's very important. It's part of what molds us into who we are. If you are not emotionally, physically stable right now, you can't spend 3 hours with me.
No.
You can't. If you have a woman behind you, still wait that will soon come back from work and disturb you. You want to quickly finish this so that you can go and stay before she comes and disturb you. You get what I'm saying? You get so it's a part of what I feel like is reality that we should not throw away. Very, very important.
I want to say very big thank you, sir. I will write you the moment I go offline so that you have to teach me a lot. Thank you very much.
No, it's God. It's God has enlightened me to all this. See, one thing my dad used to say, which is the last word I want to drop for with, is this: anywhere you find yourself is not by accident. God has put you there to pick a lesson or two. If you go on the road and you meet somebody and you had an interaction that leads to friendship or fight, God aligned it. God made it happen. Pick a reason, pick something from it. Nothing in this world happens by accident. Nothing happens by accident.
Wow.
I'm sure one day I came on your life. That's the reason why I'm here today. There's a reason for everything.
Yeah.
So if you are going on the way and you see people and you see an accident that went up on the way, don't just pass by. Try and visualize and know what caused that accident. God made you see that accident. That accident would have happened an hour ago before you got there, and they would have cleared the debris and everything. But God made you pass that accident 2 minutes or a minute after it happened for you to pick a lesson. So everywhere God puts you in life, know that He did not put you there by chance or by accident. He intentionally planted you there. And when your time is done, it takes you away.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm grateful.
Thanks
for having me. I'm grateful. Thanks for having me, sir.
Words are not enough to express my gratitude. I'll get back to you soon, sir.
Thanks for keeping up. That's my friend. Thanks for keeping up as well.
That guy, Uncle JD. I will send you a DM. Please read it, sir.
I spoke about you,
please.
Uncle Jedijaya. I spoke about you.
Please help me to. Please help me to tell Uncle Jerry to reply my DM, please, sir.
He will reply you. He does not have pride like others.
Okay.
He will reply
no problem,
sir. Down to as a real person, real. All right. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Bye, sir.
You're welcome.
Much love. Yeah. Guys, it's powerful. That was powerful. Wow. Thank you very much for being around. Please rewatch it in my IG and you will learn a lot from this. This is really misery behind life in success. And as you do, I see you on top.